we're going to talk about why Rod Protect rod socks. For a very simple reason, and that is it's the only sock currently on the market that gives you a complete protection for your rod, your line, lure wrap for your baits, and reel cover. So traditional way to go is get a rod socks, just a regular rod socks from our competitor. Then buy a lure wrap, and then the third thing you would purchase would be a reel wrap. That's, in my opinion, just unnecessary hassle because you got all that in one cool slick design. So you get the rod sock, you get the lure wrap, and you get the reel cover all in once. So for example, if you have 10 rods, you won't have to deal with 10 socks, 10 lure wraps, and 10 reel covers. You simply deal with 10 rod socks, lure wraps, and reel covers all in once, built right into it. For that very simple reason, that's why rod socks. Also, when you add the value of a rod sock, and then you buy a lure wrap, and then you buy a reel cover, when you add those three together, that ends up being pretty close to actually what our rod socks are priced at, and you get much better product, better quality, and less things to deal with. These rod socks can all be this personalization field. Could be used also to mark your rod socks how you want, so not just for names or sponsors or whatever. So you can mark those rods. So like if this particular rod I'm using just for frogging, I can just simply mark frog. And if I have 2 frog rods, I can have this one in my bunk, in my rod locker, right? Let's say it's a smaller frog or whatever, and I want to use that. It's very easy for me to locate that rod with 2 simple reasons. One of them could be just the length and action of that rod, or another one could be just simply by personalizing it with frogging rod or a frog rod or top water rod. So if you have more, if you're one of those guys that has 15, 20, 30 rods or whatever, simply labeling them that way is very easy to just open up a bank and grab the rod that you need at that particular moment. Good.